What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ryan Meyer's Expeditions. Today we woke up and we were supposed to edit a video, and I looked outside and it was the prettiest day ever here in Kona. So we grabbed the rods, we grabbed the spear guns, I grabbed a very sleepy Sam, and we're driving south. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We're gonna probably do some spearfishing or may throw the rods a little bit. I don't know, but the water looks absolutely unbelievable, guys. We turn the corner here, and that's kind of like your thing. Like, you turn the corner and you look at the ocean and you see, like, what's it really look like? And guys, it is beautiful. So we're gonna have an absolutely epic day. We're gonna take you along. Stay tuned. We have such good conditions today that we came around and we're really looking for new spots. You know, and that's what's so fun about Hawaii is you'll never, ever, ever get to all the spots. Because even from shore, there is so much walking and parking and hiking and swimming. You can always find somewhere new. So we just found a kind of a cool little alcove to park at, and now we're just walking down a trail and we're gonna go see if there's an entry point that I can get in the water. We'll see if it looks clear enough, and we're gonna go diving. Well, guys, it's a little rougher than I was expecting. So we decided this one isn't gonna work, and we're gonna keep traveling, and we're gonna see if we can't find a better spot. So what's so cool about spearfishing is you can choose your target. Like 100% of the time, there's no accidents with what you shoot. And I've been here multiple times to this area, and I've seen knife jaws here almost every time. And I've never taken one before, and that was because I kind of didn't know what to do with it, or maybe I had enough fish, or whatever the reason. But here, I was back here again today, and I didn't have any fish yet. And what happened was my first dive down to the bottom, I think this is my first dive I did this whole entire day. And the second I hit the bottom, I could see this knife jaw coming out of nowhere. And he was curious. I mean, every time I see him, they come right over. So this guy came a little bit too close. I got an awesome shot here. And I had no idea, honestly, how good these things were to eat. You know, I know this is kind of one of those fish that people worry about ciguatera for, or at least I've heard that in the past. And, you know, they say that about all fish. It depends on who you ask. But I had always been kind of wary and stuck to like my typical fish that I always hunt and eat. But this time I was like, I'm gonna get one of these. And guys, this thing turned out delicious. How cool is that? You ready to cook a knife jaw? What are you gonna do with them?
I have no idea.
The meat looked so good the other day on Zach's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
White meat?
Yeah. How's that?
It's a bit.
Well, shit. Creek cooler, I'm gonna need a bigger cooler. So some of you guys might be wondering what my float is. And honestly, it is the most exciting piece of dive equipment that I have found in years. So what this thing is called is a creek cooler. And it is actually designed to carry your beer and drinks behind a kayak. But I saw this thing online and I was like, oh my God, this solves all of my problems for shore diving in Hawaii. Basically, it's an insulated, double-walled float with a hole in it. When I go out shore diving, I can put my fish in it and then not be crippled by them. I mean, usually I go out and I catch a fish and I either put it on my belt and then I'm worried about sharks and it drags me down as I'm trying to do my deep dives, or I put it on my float and then I'm worried about sharks and I have to deal with the drag of swimming around with it. So I have the 15 liter here in this video, and I found I can put 22 pounds of fish in it, plus about 5 or 6 pounds of ice. I have a little flag hole for it. I don't have the flag in it now, but with a flag in it and that double-walled insulation and 5 pounds of ice solves all of your problems. It's been a long time since I've seen a product that made me this excited, and I became an affiliate for them, so I've got that link down below. You guys get like 10% off or something awesome like that. So after that first knife jaw on basically my first dive, I really wasn't having a lot of action. Like, I don't even know how many dives I did at sunset, deep, you know, 70, 80, 90 foot dives, and there just wasn't a lot happening. I don't know why. There was no current this day, so everything was just a little slow. But you can see my hunting style here again, that boulders down to the edge of the sand, and that's where I kind of live. That's my zone right there. Is if there's, you can see that sand that I just kicked up right there. But if there's boulders and they end in the sand, that's always kind of where I'm living. You know, whether that's at a 70-foot boulder edge or a 90 or 110, whatever that is. And you can see these goats there, those big Moana collies. I think there's 2 in the school with a Papio, and he comes right in. And this guy was a stud goat, and I got an awesome stone shot. That's my 100-centimeter carbon Rob Allen roller there. Just freaking stoked. I mean, I love to eat these fish. They're so delicious. They're such an epic kind of like Hawaii fish. And I just can't pass them up. You know, if I get a nice one like this swims up to me, you know, it's coming home. It's going to be dinner. So what I love most about diving with Sam is that we dive with one gun. So that really makes us watch each other. You know, like I can't leave her. It's kind of like your dive buddy that you can never separate from. So we dive with one gun, we pass it back and forth, we stay together, we pass the float back and forth, so now neither of us are kind of encumbered by the float line and the weight of the float, and a lot of times she meets me down. I don't know if she's just bored or she wants to come check it out or if she's worried about me or whatever, but it's an awesome, awesome feeling to dive with somebody and know that 100% of the time when you're coming up, they're gonna be right there waiting for you. And what that does, even for me, a professional diver, is that it lets me push it. And honestly, that pushing it is the only way to get better. I know that when the water's clear and I've got Sam there, I can push those dives into that 2.5, even 3-minute range, and she'll be there 100% of the time to save me if anything were to happen.
Stop swimming away from me.
So on this next dive here, like I said, it was really slow. I got the knife jar right away, and then it was a long time before I picked up that collie. And on this next one, I was down here, I was looking for another fish or two, and there's a lot down here. And kind of like I touched on earlier, as spearfishermen, we are so lucky to be able to choose what we want. You know, you can see that big giant whiptail uhu coming in, and I'm not shooting him today. And there's these papios, they come speeding in and they're sitting right in front of me. I mean, that's another delicious eating fish, just not something I was looking for today. And we're so lucky as spearfishermen to be able to choose on each and every dive exactly what I want to eat and what I want to take home for dinner. And just because I saw something today that I passed on doesn't mean next time I won't take it. It just changes every single time, no matter what I'm feeling and what I'm doing. So right here, that big Joe comes across the screen. You can see it just goes behind the boulder, and that's what I swing on. And while I'm swinging that gun over to kind of look at that Joe, look what comes out of the corner of the screen, this massive uku. And I've been looking at one of these forever, and comes right in. I put a nice shot in it. I mean, just a teeny tiny bit low, and then heartbreak. I mean, this guy, I had him. I was already making Chick-fil-A fried uku in my head, and somehow he tore off. I haven't had a fish like this in a while, like a fish that like broke my heart like this. Probably since that Ono that I lost a while ago. I looked for that uku for a while. I checked a couple holes. I looked around, but no luck. And a couple dives later, I bumped into this uku. My GoPro had already mostly died, so I didn't get it on film. But this was a small, tiny consolation prize compared to that. Like, that was probably a 15-pounder that I lost. I was pretty upset. But we love to eat uku, and I have a really hard time passing on them. This is the one fish that kind of always comes home.
The other one could have eaten this one. Let's go.
Sure.
Up.
Sure.
Well, guys, sweet dive there. Just a nice little reef dive. Nice uku. Nice Moana collie. Check that puppy out. And then this guy, which I have no idea how I'm gonna get out of here. He might just live in there forever. Check this thing out. Definitely my first knife jaw ever. And I'm thinking we've got a knife jaw catch and cook coming up here. Check that out. About an hour and a half in the water. Nice quality fish for dinner. All right, guys, so I got my knife jaw back home here. And we're gonna do a knife jaw catch and cook and show you a really cool recipe that's our favorite easy catch and cook recipe. But first, we're gonna do a little sashimi taste test. Now, I've heard the knife jaw is great sashimi. I've heard the lai is great sashimi. I've never had them. We love uku sashimi. And we've also got a little bit of ono in the fridge. That's the wahoo. So we're gonna compare everything with a little sashimi taste test, and then we're gonna cook this thing up for dinner. You guys have seen me fillet a lot of fish, so pow, pow, All I did there was take a sushi block out of each one of those fish. Check that out. Looks incredible. There's nothing on it. There's no dirt, there's no blood, there's no slime, there's no scales. I was really careful to use as many paper towels as necessary to keep them really nice and clean. That looks sick. You can kind of tell which ones are which there. There's your ono, there's your lai, there's your uku, and there is that knife jaw with the meat that just looks freaking phenomenal. So taking care of your fish is really, really important. And one of the keys to that is to keep it dry. And the way to keep it dry when you store it is to wrap it in paper towels. Now, it's such a good trick. This quality of fish that will come out of the fridge tomorrow and the next day will be so much higher than if you were to just throw it all in there and let them kind of ooze juices and mix together. Alrighty guys, got these things all nice and wrapped up. So this is gonna be our actual dinner. I've got that knife jaw here, which Sam is gonna do that really cool recipe on, and then just a piece of uku because uku's my freaking favorite. When I'm cutting sashimi of anything or doing anything with fish, I try to put it back and forth, trying to keep it in the freezer or the fridge, keep it nice and chilled. That's exactly what I just did. Fish is chilling, so it makes it a whole lot easier to cut up. So I guess the plan here is I'm gonna grab a couple chunks from each fish, and then me and Sam are gonna eat them and see what we think. Alright guys, so we got our sashimi here, and we're just gonna try each one at a time.
Which one's which?
Which one's which?
I
What do you
don't
mean?
know.
You can't tell which
Ono,
one's which? This is gonna be the
uku.
test. Let's see it.
Ono, uku, knife jaw, lai.
For sure. Crushed it. Alright, so we took some wasabi and we mixed it with the soy, and that's just kind of what we're gonna dip it in. Ladies first,
I'm going with the tried and true.
with the Old Faithful.
Could have gone with the uku. I love uku sashimi, but
So this is gonna be kind of like our control test here. Ono, it's aged quite a bit, but it ages really, really well, especially for sashimi, if you keep it wrapped in paper towels. So that's exactly what we got here. It's falling apart a little bit, but that's almost exactly how you want it. Like a day before it's rotten is like the best sashimi. And
it's really good.
it's amazing, right?
I love
Butter.
butter.
Butter. All right. What are you doing?
I kind of want to eat the lai because I want to get it over with.
Sam has no faith in the lie. Now, a lot of you guys have commented on Instagram and on YouTube and told me that the lie is awesome. I've never shot one before. I see them quite a bit. You guys have all been telling me to shoot one and then try them for sashimi, so that's why I took this one. So after you. We only eat a couple fish raw. You know, we're kind of the mentality that like not everything is sashimi. We eat ono, we eat ahi, we eat uku. So this is new for us. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Let's check this out. There's the lie, guys. Definitely a pinker meat, more mackerel-y. I think they call this a queen fish in some other places in the world.
Is it a type of mackerel?
That's good. It's good.
I'm so scared.
No, it's definitely not bad. We should have, we screwed up, guys. We should not have the ono first. It's good.
I just want more ono.
No, it tastes great. It's just not aged.
Ah, I
So
dropped it.
because I shot this yesterday, it has a completely different consistency than it would have in say 3, 4, 5 days.
Okay, mine's soaked because I keep dropping it.
That's okay. You're just trying to get that wasabi all over it. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's that bad.
You know what? I don't like the consistency of it.
It's just new.
Okay. Sure. Sorry.
All right, guys. Moving on to the knife jaw, which is some species of uhu or parrotfish, which, again, not a fish I would traditionally eat raw. But did you not know that?
No.
But everybody, again, on the internet here in Hawaii, told me to eat it raw, so that's what we're doing. Check that out. Guys, it looks great. It's a solid chunk of meat there. It looks great.
I'm a mess.
That one's good.
That's good?
Yeah.
It looks good. The meat
It's good.
looks really good.
The meat looks really good. That looks like something more we would eat. For sure.
I like white meat. Or like this shiny
It looks
pinkish
good.
meat.
This is that's my first knife jaw I've ever shot or ever eaten.
Congrats.
Not bad. Still not aged. I'm telling you, the aging is key with sashimi. We got Ono from like 4 or 5 days ago, which so far has been the best. The live from yesterday, which you could tell the firmness by, you know, that I shot it yesterday and it's firm, it's still holding together. And then the knife jaw, which is a little bit more breaking apart, but is still only 48 hours old. And then the uku, which is the same
day as the knife jaw.
Uku came from the knife jaw, yeah, so the same thing, 48 hours old. Try that one.
Okay.
That's your favorite.
I love uku.
Uku is Sam's favorite. She refuses to cook any of it usually. Usually it all just goes to sushi.
It's good cooked too, though.
How sad are we that that monster is not here? I mean, the fillets on that thing should have been just giant sitting here. Yeah? Old Faithful? Delicious? What's the best?
It's really good.
It's so good.
I think my ranking goes Ono, uku, knife jaw, lie.
No,
What do you think?
I would completely agree with you 100% on that. But I think the aging of the Ono is what makes it. I mean, it is falling apart. You can't even like...
The day we got this, we had it as sashimi.
And it was great.
I thought it was good.
It was perfect the day we got it, and it was still probably a day or so old. Now, it's at the end of its life expectancy. Like, we gotta eat all this tonight. It's not gonna last another day. And that's how you want it.
Oh, challenge accepted.
So this was our little appetizer, and Sam's gonna cook up that knife jaw and that little bit of uku in this really cool kind of like baked, breaded, cool little thing that she does that's really become one of my favorite.
It's literally just butter, breadcrumb, and lemon. Topping on top of the fish. Goes right in the oven just like that. Super simple, super easy. Basically, you're gonna take a giant chunk of butter and you're gonna melt it. Don't let it boil, just melt it. I'm gonna take my breadcrumb and I'm gonna put it in a bowl. Hopefully that's not too much. Then I'm gonna add the butter to it. I don't want too much butter. And mix. You want this breadcrumb to be decently wet, but not like soaked. I'm gonna add the lemon, a little bit of garlic powder, mix. This is the best part. Be generous with your breadcrumb right on top. Just the one side. We're not gonna flip it over. The butter is gonna soak down into the fish.
Where did we get this one? Is this from your mom?
Shout out to Angie. I know you're gonna be watching this.
She may be our biggest fan, and this is probably my favorite recipe that we picked up from you. We do this one more often than anything else.
Which one's which?
So which one's which? You guys were keeping track, right? I know. You not know?
Knife jaw, big fillets, uku because you shot a tiny uku.
Genius and slightly insulting.
Okay guys, once your fish is ready to go, oven is already preheated to 375. Put it in the middle. Won't need more than 25 minutes. I think it really
Just saying.
is a testament to the fish that Ono means both delicious and wahoo. And I think that says a lot. Get out of my face. Okay, timer went off, so we're gonna check it right now.
Smells super good. Check that out. Check that out, guys. Not fried. This is mostly healthy, except for the half a block of butter that we
There's
put in it. But who cares about that?
A third of a cup of butter or something.
Yeah.
Cool, you wanna try it?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's the knife jaw. It looks super flaky and delicious. I'm really excited. I mean, look at that. Look at that bite.
Guys, I think we have a winner.
That's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now try it against the uku.
Okay.
Right there.
Really good. Lots of flavor. But if I had to choose, I choose the knife jaw.
What?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Oh, wow. Wow.
Knife jaw? Good, right?
I can tell already. Knife jaw's a winner. They're both great. I think the uku was a little smaller and therefore got a little dried out, but the knife jaw's phenomenal.
That is so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed watching it. Please comment down below and tell us what we should do next. And we'll see you next time on Ryan Meyer's Expeditions.
Wait, guys, this is the easiest recipe that has ever been made ever. So tag us on Instagram making this fish and we'll share it, we'll check it out wherever you are in the world. I guarantee you got a white, flaky, delicious fish that this would be fire as.